I think I was proved very wrong because, in fact, it's even more freeing now. I think we have more freedom to write in an interesting and inventive fashion today than we did have in the late 70s even. I'm really enthused about the material that I'm playing and writing at the moment, and I think it's the perfect way to perform. Now, having done this, it reminds me of how I used to feel about it in the whole of the 70s, and it's a return to the way that I like performing, is where I go on very excited about the material that I'm about to play for an audience. And it was one of the reasons why I cut down on doing the so-called hits or, you know, the very well-known songs. I'd gotten to a stage where I felt like I was walking through them, and I don't like that feeling, because I don't think that I'm doing the material with integrity, and I don't enjoy it. And my presumption is that at some point the audience is not going to enjoy it either, because they're going to feel a certain diffidence, you know, whatever, you know, which is not good. I praise to you. Nothing ever goes. The album isn't really charged with great slabs of information lyrically. I mean, it's not lyrically an important album in that way. A lot of the songs I was more interested in the sound of the words rather than their linear meaning. But I've been getting progressively more interested in that anyway. And the first time I realized that, well, I tell you why I kind of came to that conclusion, is that there's so much music that really moves me, and I don't understand the words at all, that it kind of made me think twice about how much import one should actually put into the lyric. So I'm not that pressured to think that, well, each song has got to say something like really, really important, because I think the importance is the combination of the phonetics and the musical structure. That's what moves you more than anything else. I fell in love with the idea of America when I was about 12 years old, because I got into really precociously young age I got into the work of Jack Kerouac and Ferlinghetti and Allen Ginsberg and all that crowd. And I just thought that American literature at that time, the beat literature, was really just terrific. It was the best. And that led me into jazz and blues and American black music, and just all these great things that were coming out of America. Those are the things that the rest of the world wants. They don't want McDonald's and Disney and Coca-Cola, you know, it's sort of... And it's so irritating that the broad, high-profile face of the States are these great corporate, invasive things that come over and, like, you know, you walk down Jakarta and so, bang, there's a McDonald's, and it's like, oh, no, not that, please, you know. Where's the house of Kerouac? You know, I mean, there's so much that's great about America, and it's just a shame that you get this great homogenous blob that kind of, like some great bowel syndrome, suffocates the rest of the cultural explosion of the world, and in a way stifles things, I think, you know. I guess it's that really what the rest of the world likes is America's rejects, you know, because that's the pioneering element about America that really is great. Its individuality and its emphasis on pushing to extremes and finding new avenues of thinking and expressing itself. I guess music will always be my... It's kind of a... It definitely is the lifeblood of my creative existence. I can't envisage at any time in my life not writing music.